Warning! The following program is designed for entertainment purposes only. The guys have no clue what they are talking about, and any correct predictions made are completely luck. The opinions expressed are those of the Fired Up Sports Network, and if you are offended, boo-hoo. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Tailgate. Myself, Jeff Scarola, the one and only Billy Punch. How you boys doing? Week 4, we've already got some football. You know,
I like it.
Over in over the pond in London. We're doing well. We're back after a week off. Promise that won't happen again, guys.
I mean, if that disclaimer didn't fucking perfectly explain everything that's gone on in the last week, I don't know what can.
I just, I just thought it was, apropos to just put a disclaimer to just let everyone know that we don't know what we're talking about, and we just get really lucky.
Yeah.
That's really about it. We know shit.
Speaking of knowing, it's basically me that doesn't know shit. It's not so much you guys.
We knew that already. But let's get into it. As always, our top 10. Jeff, you ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Fun coupons for everybody. Fun coupons. The boys hit. The parlay last week. Hold on. What happened here? Hold on. Billy's touching things on the other side. Billy, stop touching volumes.
Hands up, everybody.
Hands up. Let's start this over, okay? Guys, let's try to look professional, all right? Let's start this over. Here we go.
Pretend for 2 seconds.
Let's just pretend. Here we go.
Yeah, then you got the Chargers here. I don't know how they're so bad with an offense so good. Maybe we'll get a top 10 defense in there eventually this year. They suck.
Jordan Love continues his okay play in replacing Aaron Rodgers.
That's why he won me a parlay.
Yeah, Jaden Reed.
And there's Swifty in Donna Kelsey's box. Taylor Swift is in Donna Kelsey's box. She had some language on her as well, but...
Listen, the stash plays. Gardner Minshew leads his upset over the Baltimore Ravens. Colts go on to win. Helmet, no helmet. We make that here. JT, have fun in Miami.
This is going to be a bunch of these because when you score 70 points, you're going to have a lot of top 10. And this is 8-Chan, not 8-Chain. Make sure you get his name right because it's going to be a winning Super Bowl champ with the Miami Dolphins. It's a champ. Oh, another
we
one.
We get it. He's fast. All right. The Cheetah, first play from scrimmage for the Dolphins, takes it to the house. I mean, that's the quote. He's fast. Dolphins go on to win in historic fashion. Poor Broncos. Poor Broncos.
This was a fun game to watch, and this guy needs to be on the Dolphins. Fast as hell. He's actually pretty close to Tyreek Hill, but that was an awesome play by Austin there.
Listen, talk about must win last week. Vikings, Chargers. Someone had to win.
Offense
Do what you got to do.
good.
Keenan Allen to Mike Williams, but they do lose. Mike Williams ended that game.
No look pass, bang. If this
was
here
sick.
was Patrick Mahomes, the media would be coming in themselves. They'd be all over, coming on the wall, coming all over the TVs. If that was Mahomes, but it wasn't. It was Tua. But that was such a sick pass. No look.
So instead of the media, it was you.
It's me. Correct. Me and the rest of the fanatics out there.
What, like all seven of you?
There's plenty of. There's just 7 probably in our group alone. There are
7 in our group
thousands.
alone.
Well, when we go to when we do something at Miller's soon, you'll see how many Miami Dolphin fans there are in New York. They're everywhere.
And Jeff hugs every one of them in Miller's, by the way.
I do. Billy witnessed it.
Yes.
There's a waiter, another guy. Yeah, and it was actually a Bills Dolphins game too.
We watched the game, Dolphins Bills game last year, and Jeff actually left us to go watch the last 3 minutes with the waiter.
Yeah, he was a Dolphins fan.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
We won.
Interesting.
They definitely shared a moment or two.
Well, I mean, listen, I if there's ever a segue, let's do it, Billy. Let's break it down. The aforementioned Miami Dolphins travel up to not so cold Buffalo today to take on the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo had the game that they needed last week against the Commanders. This is everyone is looking for another 100-point fun fest here. Billy, where are you going on this game?
It's not going to be 100-point fun fest. It's not going to happen there. But to me, this is the changing of the guard game in the AFC East. This is Miami's game. Miami, to me, so far, they're good. They are better than the Buffalo Bills right now. And I think today they're really going to show it. And we're going to see that Miami is now the team to beat, in my opinion, in the AFC East.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm going to talk to you from the gambling perspective, right? Miami is on a roll. They really are. 6-0 against the spread coming into this game. They're 9-4 as underdogs, since 2021, November of 21. This is the smallest spread for a Dolphins-Bills game in quite some time. Okay? So my thing is like, fade public perception. It's not the first time you're going to hear that. Everyone and their mother is riding this Dolphins train, and there's a reason we don't have Jeff talking, because we don't want biased opinions here. Okay. So my thing is that it's going to go a lot to show if Miami, like you said, it's a changing of the guards game. I still think that, although great, last week was a really bad defense that played against. Really, really, historically bad. Historically bad. The Broncos
I don't disagree with you at all. I don't disagree at all.
I think this game is going to be. I think this game is going to be one in the trenches. I think both sides have very good lines. I think both sides have very, very fundamentally sound lines. The Dolphins are fast. You can't say it enough. They're fast. Their coach is a genius.
I want to ask one question.
Yeah,
just one question.
No, of course.
The defense is really, really bad. I don't disagree with that. But then why isn't anybody else putting up that many points? How come not even putting in 50? How come not even putting in 40?
Well, no.
I know they're bad. I agree they're bad.
No, they're bad, but I mean, it's when you're a bad defense and you're facing an offense.
That's just the knock everyone was using last week. This defense sucks. The defense sucks. You're right. The defense does suck.
No, but listen, I'm not discrediting Miami. Don't take that as me discrediting Miami.
No, it wasn't you. It's just everybody.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just think I just think that this game is going to be a lot closer than people are just throwing it out there like, oh, the Dolphins, like, why are the Bills showing up today? We spoke about it before we got on the show. DeMar Hamlin, active, which will lock up his comeback player of the year award.
Second he hits the field.
He's the second he hits the field, done, because the guy died and now he's back to life, which is cool. Breaking news, the Falcons scored a touchdown. Way to go, guys.
Yeah, 3 more yards I need from London, please.
Nice. Way to go.
Getting back to what Jeff just said for a second, I agree with him because people are not giving the Dolphins the respect that they deserve. And Joe's point from the gambling perspective proves it because how are the Dolphins the underdogs in this game? I just don't get it.
I know why. It's mainly they're home. Buffalo. They're home. And honestly, the spread probably would have been bigger if Buffalo wins week 1 against the Jets. Chances are it was going to be, but because they lost that game, I think that's why it's so close. I think it would have been, they would have been underdogs by more because of Buffalo being home. But
they say what? Home field is worth 6 points. So in reality, you're really looking at a Dolphins -3 spread. So in reality, the Dolphins really are favored, even though they're on the road. If you want to just, break it down from those regards.
Yeah, and it's like I said earlier. It's like I said earlier to you guys. Like if Miami was playing in Buffalo in like January or December or in a cold, it's going to be 75 there. They're going to be fine. It's if they were playing a few months down the road, I would probably be on the Buffalo side of it, but they're not. They're playing. It's going to be nice.
The only thing I'm going to say is this, and we're gonna move on, Jeff, me and you to the next game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it at this. How does Miami come out of the locker room today? Right, you can't tell me that there is not letdown game written all over this game. You just came out like where like you could do nothing wrong. Today, this is going to be a low. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think it comes close.
No, it's going to be over.
I don't think it comes close to the over. I really don't.
I don't think the defenses are good enough. I think both offenses are too good. The defense aren't good enough.
I think they're good enough.
I think we're going to see I agree with Jeff. Honestly, I think we're going to see a shootout. I think we're going to see an offensive show in this game.
Just
and Miami's offense is better.
Quick nugget here. The over has hit 8 out of the last 9 games between the two, and Miami has hit in the last 5 overs in a row. So, I mean, it's the play is over. It's definitely over.
Streaks are meant to be broken. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Speaking of streaks, someone's losing streak is coming to an end today in Carolina, where we have the very surprising, I guess you want to say surprising, 0-3 Vikings traveling down to see my good boy Frank Reich and the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young looks like he's going to play.
He's playing,
Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to lie. The Red Rocket looked good last week, man.
Yeah, I said if Andy Dalton was playing this week, I would be on Carolina's side of it. But the fact that he's not, I just don't think Bryce Young is going to be good enough for that game. But yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins is probably probably say the best quarterback on the shittiest team. He's pacing over 6,000 yards. He's pacing about 50 touchdowns this year. Justin Jefferson's pacing close to 3,000 receiving yards, and the team is 0-3. Last year, they were 11-0 in one-score games. This year, they can't win a game at all.
Well, they showed, I don't know, I think we spoke about it last week. During week 1, they had flashed that stat, basically saying, like, teams that had a positive one-score winning record, I guess, the previous year, always come back the following year and have a significantly worse record. It's just tough to continually.
No, it is.
Play,
but like, how do you have a quarterback pace probably one of the best years ever with 6,000 yards? I mean, a lot probably in garbage time. I get it, but 6,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, Justin Jefferson pacing close to 3,000 receiving yards, and your team is on pace to go 0-17. That's bananas.
Well, I get it. Well, I'm going to share something with you guys. So there is a website, covers.com, that I'm sure that we've all heard of or seen
No
before.
free ads. No free ads.
No free ads. No free ads. Still, they want to pay us. A friend of mine and myself started to see like a little trend happen. And on the site, you could see where the money is, basically in Vegas at the current period. And they'll give you percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime the number is exactly 70-30, almost 80% of the time, the 30% wins the game outright. Take a guess what this spread is today. 70-30 Vikings. Give me the Panthers.
I guess. I mean, those are some cool nugs you got there. But I just don't see it. I don't think so. I think the Vikings are going to go. They're going to win their first game. And Carolina's close. They're close. It's just I think if Andy Dalton's playing, I'm taking the Panthers. But the fact that Andy Dalton's not playing, I'm not. I can't take him.
I get it. I mean, listen,
I like
I'm
Bryce.
not.
I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's.
I mean, listen, the DJ Shark looked like he kind of found his groove. Hayden Hurst.
Right.
I mean, they got to get the kid Mingo involved a little bit.
Yes.
Listen, my thing. I think the part that it really hurt them, and I think the part that's going to make the difference today for Minnesota is how Cam Akers looks in that offense, because I really think they don't understand what they lost in Dalvin Cook. Yeah, I believe he is active. I don't think they realize what they lost in Dalvin Cook. Like, Dalvin Cook was a stud.
And I feel bad because Dalvin Cook's just like he's just dying in New York right now because Bruce Hall's taking over the spot. The guy went
where all good players go to die. The Jets is where all good players.
Well, no, I know. No, I agree with that. We'll get into that later. I mean, that's a whole other story. But
yeah, they're just putrid. Puke.
It's just I don't know. Well, you know what? I'll tell you one thing out of this game that we need to happen is a Thielen touchdown for Ray. That's it.
Yeah, we're monitoring this Jacksonville game pretty closely because we may not make it to 1 o'clock. But so now we're going to go into another game which just had some breaking news. Billy, Jeff.
The DTR era is official in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson is out. DTR is in. And I think this just made this even more of a Raven game than I already thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for all the women that Deshaun Watson's not playing today, so they'll be a little safer watching the game. But Cleveland's defense is very solid. It's probably one of the top defenses in the league. You can't just ignore that.
Number one.
No, Watson is not good for them. But also Baltimore they're just riddled with injuries. I mean, they have injuries all over the place. Now, this is going to be a Lamar Jackson game. If Lamar Jackson can take the game and just run with it, they're going to be fine.
It has to be.
There's no offense.
What else is there?
There's no left? Chubb. There's no quarterback in reality. If this guy shows anything, then okay, great. But I don't think he will. Ravens defense is always the Ravens defense. They're going to probably put some pressure on this kid, but you need Lamar Jackson to show up today because that's the only way I think they're going to win. But not having Watson for Cleveland really hurts. They don't have an offense right now. They don't have an offense.
I mean, the Ravens don't have much of one aside from Jackson at the moment either. It's really Lamar and Zay Flowers.
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to.
What does Cleveland have?
No, it's
nothing. At least they have something.
They have their receivers, but without the quarterback, I don't know what their receivers can do.
Yeah, but at least Lamar, we know Lamar can use his legs. So
yeah,
at least
that's what it's going to have to be. This is going to have to be a return to Lamar, MVP Lamar, and go out there and get this done with his legs.
You don't have to be MVP Lamar. You just have to be very good Lamar. That's it. Just take the game. He's gonna be the one that wins or loses it. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be. This whole game is on him.
I'd like to add something really quickly, guys. Not for nothing. Deshaun Watson isn't a loss today. Deshaun Watson has sucked all year.
He was really good last week. What are you talking about?
Huh?
He was great last week.
Jeff,
it was great
what's your definition of great, Jeff?
Winning by
Do we have
good amount.
no.
Passes. He looked good to me.
Jeff, he had 289 yards, 2
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay, they're
That's
just
good.
yeah, I get it, but he has been mediocre all season.
That's
Okay,
all
he has
season,
been
right? This game was one of his better games, and his better game, Yeah, he won, but you got to remember they were blowing them out, so he's not going to keep tossing the ball.
I get it. I think
run the clock out. I thought he played great.
I think DTR actually adds a little bit of dynamic to this offense today. He can move. The kid's fast.
It's a valid question to say, is it going to hurt? It's a valid ask. Is Deshaun Watson being out going to hurt the Browns? And I'm kind of torn if it really is.
I don't know.
No, listen. I mean,
I like the Ravens today, but that's only because of the Watson. But
all right. So Billy, let's talk about what everyone's talking about, right? Kelsey and Swift. All right, let's talk about it. That's all anyone could talk about. Kelsey and Swift. Kelsey and Swift. Kelsey and Swift. Of course, I'm talking about Swift and Mr. Jason Kelsey of the Philadelphia Eagles.
See what he did there, guys.
Okay. I don't know. Apparently, these two are banging.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though how like they're on the same. It is kind of funny. Like that's just what are the odds?
It's pretty good.
It might be what Jason Kelsey means when he says he's a Swiftie.
Yeah,
he might be a DeAndre Swiftie.
The odds are pretty good. I mean, who knows? Like someone could pick your exact picks. It's the odds are.
Yeah.
The hunt doesn't exist. But yeah, so the Washington Commanders come into Philadelphia today. The Eagles started to look a little bit more like the Eagles last week, right? The jury is still out on Sam Howell. I don't know how I feel about this kid. He was great in North Carolina. I just don't know how I feel about him. He's got some good weapons. Brian Robinson is the indestructible man. The man was shot 9 times and then came back to the field and running all over buddy. I don't know. The jury is still out. Bieniemy does look like he's added a little spice to that offense, but I just don't know if Sam Howell is the answer.
I mean, the whole thing to me is I agree with you, but I think before long we're going to see Jacoby Brissett there. I don't fully blame it on Hal. I mean, Ron Rivera needs to be gone. He is not a good head coach. I think everybody knows Bieniemy is there to take over that team next year. I don't think that's any secret. The new owner's coming in. I think this is it for Ron Rivera no matter what happens. And I think he's eventually going to take one last shot at saving his job and go to Jacoby Brissett because Sam Howell he's not it right now.
That was actually my question. I was going to ask you guys, if Ron Rivera goes, does Bieniemy finally get his chance?
It has to be. I see no reason. You didn't leave the Kansas City Chiefs to go to Washington if there wasn't a very, very good chance that you were next in line.
Or he had to prove himself somewhere else.
I mean, listen, but not for nothing, right? Guys, listen, pride at some point takes a little bit, that's like being on the B squad to your friend's wedding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, listen, everyone that I really wanted to be here couldn't make it, so now you're invited.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't been able to be invited to the show for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And nobody has seemed to be able to answer these questions. There's a reason that this dude is a perennial coordinator and not a head coach candidate. He goes through the process, but he never gets over the hump. There has to be a reason why. So, I mean, for him to just get by default, the president died. All right, you're the vice president. Now you're the president. You didn't earn it. I'm sorry. Like, is he probably the one that's going to be? Yeah. But I don't know if he's the answer at head coach. Right now he's doing an okay job with the tools he has in Washington. But, Bieniemy, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I feel like he had to like prove. That's why he left Kansas City. I mean, you could have stayed in Kansas City and just been known as like the best offensive coordinator just because you had who you had. You know, with Mahomes and Kelsey and at the time Tyreek Hill and all these guys. Like, so I wasn't sure if it was just he wanted to do that or it was a bad interview and he just couldn't get a job like anywhere because he just couldn't interview well.
Yeah.
But you had his choice. You could stay there and become, you know, arguably the best offensive coordinator in history, or try and do something, prove how good you are. But he went to a Washington team, and it really hasn't shown anything really. I was
I mean,
very
listen, guys, listen. After week one, everyone was praising him like, oh my God, look at what Kansas City is without
Who,
Bieniemy.
me?
You know what? Yeah, like it was all. And then week two came back. Travis Kelce back into the fray, and Kansas City is Kansas
He
City.
doesn't really throw to. He needs to throw to.
It's crazy
You
though.
know.
You just think of Washington and a guy we talked about from a fantasy perspective last year, Jahan Dotson. Everybody liked Jahan Dotson.
Good.
Jahan Dotson is fantasy droppable right now because the Washington offense is so bad.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The only nugget I will say is this, okay? If I saw, and don't quote me, if I saw the stat correctly, Jalen Hurts, I believe, is 12-1 in his last 13 games. His last loss was at the hands of the Commanders.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
I don't.
Actually, they beat him, right? They beat the Eagles, and the Eagles were undefeated at the time. And
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning to whoever Facebook user is.
Yeah.
Guys, really quickly, guys, if you on the page when you're on our show, just do me a favor on Facebook, add StreamYard as an ad. One of the apps. It takes 2 seconds. It's literally a click of a button, so then we can see your name, so we can at least conversate with you, so we know who's talking to us, and we appreciate it. Make sure you guys click on YouTube, click the follow button.
Like and
also,
subscribe.
guys, by the way, today we have made our Twitch debut. We are
nice.
on Twitch. Okay, make sure you follow us on that. Fired Up Sports Network. You ready to get into this next one, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm interested in this game too.
Well, listen, I was saying this to Billy. Right now you got one going on in London. This is like revenge week. You got Calvin Ridley going against the Falcons.
Yeah, that's revenge.
You got a lot of old players going back to where they came from.
Yeah. Tua going back to Buffalo where he got that concussion.
Yeah.
Milano, that piece of shit.
Way to always make it about the Dolphins. Go.
Absolutely. Revenge game today for me too.
The revenge game we're talking about right now, the New England Patriots and good old Billy Belichick travels down to Jerry's World in Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys, who laid an egg last week. But I picked the Cardinals. I'm just saying, throwing them out there. I picked the Cardinals.
Congrats.
Yeah, I did pretty good last week. Pretty good.
You did all right.
I did all right. I was like Nostradamus.
Yeah, you did okay.
Yeah.
It's what it is. I don't know. I gotta tell you, the Patriots are like good bad, if that makes sense. They're in every game so far. Like even against, I won't use Miami because they did shut them down pretty well considering. But like week one, they were right in that match with the Eagles, one score. Then the next week, Miami, one score, where everybody else is basically getting blown out. Last week, obviously against the Jets, it's a good Jets defense. I don't think they're as crazy good as people are trying to make them out, but it's also probably because their offense gets you with 3 and out. They have no time to rest. That's a possibility. But Belichick always seems to take out like the top guy. So CeeDee Lamb might get shut down today. Their defense, for some reason, I don't know what it is. Their offense sucks, New England, but their defense, I feel like, can slow down the Dallas offense. I think Dallas is going to wind up taking the game, but that's just because of Micah Parsons just running rampant and he's going to absolutely destroy Mac Jones today. But I'm actually interested in watching this game because I think it's going to be a low-scoring kind of defensive game. But yeah, I just want to see what they can do against the Dallas offense. But they're not a bad team, the Patriots. It's just they have a bad offense.
But my question to you is, and I'm gonna send this out to both of you, right? There've been talks all week that Dallas is actually changing a lot about their offense, specifically for this matchup because of Zeke, okay? And there was another player. So they're changing their hand signals, they're changing everything.
Yeah, Zeke.
How much does that go into play? These guys, you're practicing all of OTA, all off season, everything. You're getting into a routine, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, hey guys, everything that we just did for the past 15 weeks, forget about that today, and we're going to try something different. How much does that affect, this offense, and specifically Dak Prescott, who, listen, guys, I have a lot of Cowboy friends. I do genuinely like the Cowboys. I think they're a fun team to watch.
Guy, but yeah, I understood.
At some point, we're going to have to pull the plug on Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I don't think Trey Lance is the answer. Let me slow everything down. I do not think Trey Lance is the answer. But at some point, a real GM not named Jerry Jones is going to strongly look at this team and say, I have an otherworldly defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously losing Trayvon Diggs was a massive hit, but
yes,
something's got to do. Mm-hmm. Something's got to give, guys. Something's got to give. Really
let me just go really quick. What I'm just going to say is, after Dallas, shit the bed against, the Cardinals last week, I feel like they got to come out and they got to punch this team right in the face. They got to get right at it. Don't fuck around. I feel like that's what's going to wind up happening. I don't know. It's a matter. Like I said, I think it's more of can Bill Belichick take out their top offensive player, which he normally does. But Dallas needs to make a real point today to show that they're not that normal. Beginning of the year, get picked up going to the Super Bowl. During the season, they suck. Like, they got to prove who they are. I don't know which one they are, and I think this is going to be the game. If they can get past the New England defense, I think they could be that team, but I don't know. They've been frauds for so long.
I will. Yeah, Billy.
It's another typical Cowboys game. They're going to suck their fan base back in today, and then it'll just go downhill right after that. Like that it's what they do. It's what they're historic for since Troy Aikman left. They suck the fan base in, and they let them down.
I will say this, and we're going to leave it at this, and we're going to get into we're going to go pay some bills in a second. Two quick little nuggets. I think New England really hit a home run with Christian Gonzalez. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
I think they hit a home run. This kid is a legitimate cornerback. Other little nugget on the New England Patriots. Last year, through 3 games with Matt Patricia being the offensive coordinator, they scored 50 points.
Mm-hmm.
This year, through 3 games with Bill O'Brien as offensive coordinator, they've scored 52 points. So we got balloons going. What's
I know? I have no idea what the hell that was.
Jeff's got his own Disney Plus broadcast going on.
Dude, I swear to God, no. I just saw balloons. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Jeff has his own Disney Plus broadcast going on.
You know what? And you know what, Billy? I'm glad you said that. Let's just really quickly. I don't know if anyone has seen this, but let's really,
it's
guys.
So cool. I love this.
This is the coolest thing in the world. Like, this is
from the Falcons,
an introductory way to watch football on Disney Plus.
Take over.
I love this. This is awesome. Andy's room. Kudos to the NFL for really thinking outside the box. This was a real sideline reporters, everything. This was really a cool idea. Like, that was.
My kid's not even here, and I got it on my second TV. I think this is great.
My nephew was watching it. I went there this morning, and when I put it on for him, like, he was mesmerized. I was like, "Good, I got this kid. He's only 1 year old. He's going to be one soon, but he's mesmerized by it. I got to get this kid to be a football fan. I got to be a Dolphins fan because unfortunately his parents are Yankee fans. I can't really take that away, but I get football with him. So
yeah, I mean, I
the
it
more
was
they
cool.
can show
Like,
it like this, the better. I mean, I actually enjoy it. I thought this was pretty cool.
yeah, I thought it was cool, especially that they're teaching the rules, they're teaching the
Right.
positions, like they explain what the penalties are. Like it was a cool, even for like the casual fan that really doesn't know the game of football. It was actually a really cool way to present it. And
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, kudos, hats off to
And
to
it's
Disney.
it's funny he says how he's going to turn his nephew into a Dolphin fan, because I truly believe if he wanted to, he could probably turn my daughter into one too.
Oh yeah,
That's Jeff's best friend. So
my buddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Jeff, pre-show we were discussing something. You said that you had a special offer to everyone out there for JR Apparel.
So on jrapparelshop.com, we're going to do free shipping for the month of October. We have shirts going up, new shirts coming up probably this week. They all have the pink breast cancer awareness shirts that we're also doing, but yeah, we're gonna do free shipping for the month of October. It's on jrapparelshop.com. All shirts, all hoodies, everything, free shipping all of October. So it's out there. Take a look at them. There'll be more stuff up. I know we have some of the Taylor Swift ones. We have a new person, artist that's just going to help us with designs. Erin Bulber. I've known her for years. She's so good. She's very talented, and she made the Swiftie one. So we're trying to reach out to Swifties as well, even though we think NFL is by far more popular than Taylor Swift. It's hands down. We have to defend the wall on that.
I mean, listen, she put Kelsey on the map.
Well, we can't let the Swiftie army take over the NFL. We're going to be like the soldiers in 300, and we have to hold the line, and we cannot let them take this over. Football is bigger than Taylor Swift. It's a fact. Don't argue it. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, no, we have a bunch of new designs coming out, and it's going to be good, man. We have fired up apparel there. Everything in the store is free shipping for the month of October. So that's one thing that we're trying to make. And a lot of people don't like paying shipping, so we figured why not try and help them out.
Listen, that's everyone panics when they see the shipping cost, right?
It's
But
not
we're
really. It's not even us. Like, it's the shipping company. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to help out as much as we can, but
I get it.
It's only so much.
Speaking of panic, Billy, you know what time it is.
Push the button.
We're going to start this off with Jeff's Miami Dolphins here. The new Barry Sanders is in the NFL.
Fucking A.
His name is Devon A. Chain. Did I
Chan.
get that right? A. Chan. See?
Fucking guys, show some goddamn respect. Jesus
really,
Christ.
the audacity on me to get this guy's name wrong. I mean, he went out last week, ran for 203 yards. Clearly, we have the best running back in the NFL now. Running back one for fantasy purposes. I hope everybody and their mother ran out and got Devon Achane, and he doesn't pull a Ford this week in Buffalo.
Yeah, I just traded my two starting running backs for him. I'm all for it.
He's worth the price of two easily. He puts up.
Yeah,
I mean, how is he not? I hope somebody traded Justin Jefferson for him.
No, I traded Christian McCaffrey for him. It was great. I thought it was a fair deal.
That's a great fucking deal.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, he had one good week. So did Ford the week before. I mean,
100%.
All they need is one good game, and they're everybody's sweetheart in the NFL.
Fastest guy, I believe last week, he topped out at 21.4 miles per hour. Faster than even Tyreek Hill. But
faster than a locomotive.
So happy.
There we go. So Devon Achane, he's my number one this week, Mr. Achane. But going into the next one here, we got to Jeff. Now we got to go over to Joe. Your AFC South champions, the Indianapolis Colts wrapped the division up already. I mean, they don't even need Anthony Richardson. They could have left him out another week. They got Gardner. These Colts are unstoppable, guys. Go out. I hope everybody's loading up on their Colts bets today. Go for it. The Indianapolis Colts are real, and they're here to stay.
I approve this message.
One team that will never be here to stay, the New York Jets. I mean, if shit luck was actually in the dictionary, a picture of the New York Jets would be there. And it's only logical that the next quarterback to go into this graveyard is going to be Caleb Williams. Why wouldn't he be the next quarterback that the Jets turn to shit? I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers was a Hall of Famer, lasted 4 plays in a Jet uniform. Let's
0 yards.
Let's bring in Caleb next. Why not? Your team is bad enough. You're not winning anything with Zach Wilson. Let's bring in Caleb Williams. Hope he's not banging anybody's mother, and let him be the next quarterback to come to the New York Jets and end up in that graveyard. And now, the game we just spoke about a few minutes ago, the Dallas Cowboys. They're done. They are done. They can't beat the freaking Cardinals. Why are they here? I am.
He almost cursed. He almost went for it. He almost cursed.
I almost did it. I almost dropped one. Good thing we're not on ESPN, and I could have if I wanted to. Just ask my man Pat McAfee. But they are done in Dallas. This team, they get you, they suck you in, like I said, and then they spit you back out every year. It's pathetic to watch the Dallas Cowboys. How much more money are they going to give Dak Prescott? Joe said it best, but unfortunately, they're not going to get another GM until Jerry Jones is in a box somewhere because he's not going to give.
Did you see he has a what do they call those things? Line. Whatever it is, but you like it's his. What do they call that thing?
A coffin? Because that's the only
No,
way.
what do they do? Like when they have concerts with somebody who's dead.
Oh, the graphic thing,
like whatever it is, like
like the virtual.
You can ask him. What is it called?
It's like a virtual reality kind of thing.
It's something like that. Yeah, whatever it is. But he made one now where you can go and you can interact with it. So he could already be dead for all we know.
No,
that is gonna
not true because that man has such an ego. He will weekend at Bernie's himself before he allows himself to not run. He's doing it with the and he ran them into the ground. The Dallas Cowboys are done, and they're not going to the playoffs. End it right now. End the discussion, and we're gonna end this on the most popular topic in the NFL. The hottest sister-in-law duo in the NFL, Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelsey. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any better. And me personally, I'm going all in with Kylie. Sorry, not sorry, Taylor. I'm out of here. Let's go.
I got it.
Sunday.
I get it. Sorry, not sorry.
Very, very good. Very good. I was like a proud father moment. Like I was sitting here and I was like, oh, he's going to drop the F-bomb. And I was waiting for it.
Almost did.
Just waiting for it. He almost did. One day
he got it earlier. I think he said earlier.
No, I didn't.
I don't know. No. He's usually he tries to be the professional of the three of us.
Billy Alter boy over here.
Yeah, he's just almighty he is.
Yeah.
So guys, on the page the last couple of days, our illustrious partner Race Marsh has been posting one of our newest members to the Fired Up Sports family. He had a pretty good day yesterday, and he has promised today to deliver his big dick pick of the week.
Love it.
It is. It's the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Duckets.
And throw your shit out on the table and lay it all on the line, baby. Jim Duckets.
Say make money, make money.
Good morning, everybody. Jim Duckets here. You know who I am. Thanks, guys. I appreciate being a part of the tailgate. I got my honorary tailgate shirt on just for you guys. Rocking my Texas. That's right. Hook 'em horns. But it's Sunday. You don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about the NFL. And I don't blame you. It's the biggest bet game in the world. At least in the United States. Whatever. Soccer don't count. Anyway, let's get down to ducats. Early games. I'm going to tell you, everybody's been hyping the Dolphins offense. The Bills, Josh Allen, what's up? I'm not gonna tell you to fade the Dolphins, even though I do like them to win, but I'm a little biased. But what I am going to tell you is bet the under, okay? We got 52, 53 and a half, somewhere in that range. Take the under, be confident. That's going to be a 27-21 game at max. At max, okay? Both teams do have good defenses. They're going to get after the quarterback. You're going to have some field goals in the game, or at least some field goal attempts. It's not going to be the 70-point game you saw last week. And if so, guess what? That's even more proof. Oh, they put up 70 last week. They're going to put up 40 this week. Easy. It's still the NFL. So, under on the Dolphins game.
Ugh.
Next, we're going to take the over. We're going over. We're going over. Denver. See, we're going to play public perception here. We're going over Denver, Chicago. That's the way it's going to go. I know Justin Fields sucks, this and that. It's like, don't worry. They're going to put up their 20-something points each, right? Final score, 24-21. Boom, over. Over 44 and a half, something like that. Next, final game. Pittsburgh, -3 at Houston. Houston's improved, but guess what? That Pittsburgh defense is mean. And guess what? Defense wins games and championships. And while this Pittsburgh team can't win a championship, it sure as shit can beat Houston. Those are my 3 games. And for me, the big dick is Pittsburgh. Lay the fucking 3. They're going to beat them by at least 11. Okay? Final score of that game, it might be a little slobber knocker, but the final score of that game, 23-10. Lock it up. If you want to bet the under, go for it too, but you never know. You know, you might get a defensive touchdown there. Pushes it over the, 39.5 or 40-point game. Anyway, those are my 3. Thanks, guys. I'm going to shoot it right back out to you over in the studio. You want to win, you bet with Jim, because Jim is him. Back to you guys at the tailgate. Peace.
Hologram.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's what it was.
Hologram.
Yeah.
Yes, hologram. That's the word. Yes, there we go.
Hologram.
That guy's a character, huh?
Yeah, I like this guy. Especially that he said that he thinks the Dolphins going to win money line, which is
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. He could go for a lifetime, but he says the Dolphins going to win. So now all of a sudden, but he's not the only one.
Sal Fab Jr. was tight. I liked it.
Yeah, he's that's very good, very very good. Speaking of, we hit for a bunch of guys that don't know anything, we hit our prop parlay last week.
Yeah, we don't know shit.
No shit, but it's time. You guys ready to give your picks?
Yeah, man.
All right,
yeah, I'd like to bet $100.
You want to pick a team?
Love that intro. It's fantastic.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Sometimes I even
Want to bet a team? Nope. Here's $100.
Yeah. just take it. So this might be the shortest lived parlay in history.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be the shortest lived parlay in history. If depending on what Billy does over here, I'm trying to get it to where like all of us can be seen on the screen right now.
I'm good.
Trevor Lawrence just does not want to cooperate.
No, he doesn't. All right.
You're fine, Joe. That's good. Pop your head over. There we go.
Here we go. Hey.
Ugly goddamn mug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Billy picked Trevor Lawrence over 1.5 touchdowns, which we still have some time. We have the whole fourth quarter. We need Atlanta to score right now. This way, they have to throw the ball a bit. Ray took Adam Thielen. That's a real bold one, but I like it.
Hey, listen, another revenge game.
It is very much. That's why I think he picked it, and I kind of like it. So I'm good with that. Joe, you took Josh Allen over 1.5, right?
Yeah, you made a really ballsy pick.
Yeah.
taking Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Anytime
you really
touchdown,
went
yeah. Look,
yeah, you really went outside the box on this one.
I'm 3-0. Nope, not bragging. I'm 3-0 in parlay picks. For a guy that doesn't know shit, that's pretty good. I don't really pick a lot of layups like that, but he scored, I think it was like 12 or 13 straight games. He scored a touchdown or something like that.
Yeah, did you
I
see
think
that
he's
stat?
on his own fantasy team, and he knows that, and that's what he does. Yeah.
Good.
But
Did you
yeah,
see
no,
the stat with him?
I'm 3-0. I'm going for 4-0.
Way to go! Really, way to
Sick
go!
brag. Sick brag.
Sick brag. But yeah, they showed there was a meme that came out the other day about him, basically saying like if you had parlayed every time for Christian McCaffrey to score a touchdown, and you started with $100, I think you'd be like well over 100,000 at this point.
Something over, yeah, like 100 and something thousand, yeah.
Yeah, which is insane, which is wild.
It really is.
Yeah, let's get into our picks. Last week, we all did pretty good.
Yeah.
I went 11-4, Ray 10-5, Billy 8-7, Jeff 9-6. Right now, overall leaderboard is Ray 26. What is he? 28-17, 28-17-1. I'm right behind him at 25-20. Jeff 24-21, and Billy is the Jets of our group.
Billy, you're under 500.
You're under 500. You're under 5.
Just proof that you don't have to show up for the show every week to win.
Yeah, this is
True.
See, and you always say it's me.
Usually it is.
It is. Whatever. We all picked the Jaguars, and we all look like we're winning that bet thus far. We're split on the Miami game. So, guys, you're going to see a little bit of a trend with Billy and Jeff today, as they have picked the exact
same team.
So
This
I'm only going to mention
crazy.
one of them. Yeah. So Ray and I have the Bills. The dynamic duo have the Dolphins. Ray is the only one that went with the Panthers today. Everyone else is on the Ravens. I'm with the Broncos. Everyone else is on the Chicago Bears bandwagon. I am also the only one. Mind you, I made this pick prior to knowledge of the injury, but I'm the only one with the Browns. Everyone on the Ravens. I'm also the only one with the Texans against everyone with the Steelers. Ray is on the Rams. Everyone else on the Colts. Everyone's on the Bucs except for Ray. Straight across the board with the Eagles. Ray does not believe in trends, so he took the Titans, while everyone else is with the Bengals. Then it's kind of a couple clean sweeps here. Chargers across the board. Cowboys across the board. I'm going to take the Cardinals. Way too many points against the Niners.
Yeah, they both get paid to play football, so I understand now. There's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. The
Chiefs.
The Chiefs in the Taylor Swift NFL tour comes to MetLife Stadium Monday night. Tickets for this game crashed. Ticketmaster again, wild. And then Monday night, Seahawks Giants. For some reason, the three of you. Is he even allowed to ask this question? Like,
I mean, he could. He just did.
Ray, I already said you are. Okay? Like, relax.
Just answer his question.
I hope he throws a 7-10 split right now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I don't know. It's yeah, no. So what was the other like the teams and shit on the other side of that? What?
I just forgot to. Yeah, so I forgot to just.
All right, I didn't know if that was something separate, and I don't know.
No, that's just how I organize that every week, and I just
fucking wing it like that. I like it. All right, respect.
Yeah, I try to be a little organized. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
All right, boys. Bold prediction of the day. Jeff, you lead us off this week.
All right, my bold prediction it's of the week, right?
Of the week.
Jets will cover 8.5 against the Chiefs. Yeah, I think the Jets could get a little jacked up that Taylor Swift is in there. But it's good that they do this. Like Travis is doing this with her because he's just going to all the shitty teams. The second they play a good team, she's not going to fucking show up, but he can show off in front of her. But
the defense is good enough to slow them down, not win, but slow them down. And yeah, my bold prediction is that the Jets will cover. I don't believe it because I didn't pick it, but it's a bold prediction.
Right. That's pretty bold.
It's very
Pretty
bold.
Billy.
We're going to see the real Cincinnati Bengals offense today. I think Burrow gets better every week with that calf injury. I think we're finally going to see the full offense, not just him out of the shotgun, trying to keep him safe. I think we're going to see him out there on all cylinders. Jamar Chase is going to have a big day, and the Bengals we're going to see the Cincinnati Bengals again.
Good.
Interesting. Very interesting, gentlemen. Very interesting. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Zeke scores 2 touchdowns in Dallas.
Wow.
All right. I don't see that being too bad.
Well, I mean, listen, he's not the lead back.
No, but he's a goal line back, and they know how badly he wants to shove it down their dick. So
yeah, I would love for him to jump in the bucket. I think that would be great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be fantastic.
I don't think it's ready for that yet. I don't think it's time for that yet. But that would be.
But if it was there, I would love for him to do that because I think that would be.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Yeah, the Falcons did what we needed them to do. They're going to put some points on the board right now. So
yeah, we need a touchdown, man.
Yeah,
we need a touchdown.
Well, no, actually, no. I'm sorry, they did not put any points on the board.
No, not yet. Not yet.
No, it's turnover on downs.
Is it really? Oh, that was 4th down.
That was 4th down. First and 10. Jacksonville on their own 6. Not looking too good for us, Billy. Not looking too good for us. We might have to ostracize you next week.
Oh, in college, this works, right?
Yeah.
Yep. In college, that is a touchdown.
The problem is that we are not playing college, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying if we were.
If we were. Yeah, I just I don't know. I mean, listen, it's what it is. But I did want to just put these 2 things on the board really quickly. Mm-hmm. Listen, you guys have known I am not the biggest fan. Not to say I'm not the biggest fan. I wasn't the biggest fan of the pick. But I will say that this is pretty funny. Okay? This is my quarterback with a Step Bro shirt with him and Michael Pittman. And Michael Pittman shows up with the same shirt on.
That's adorable.
They became best friends. And I'm going to pull back the curtain and let everybody know when I sent Jody's pictures, he said to me, "Who are those guys?"
Yeah.
I had to tell the Colts fan who his quarterback and receiver
I don't know what they look like. Tell me that. I know what position they play. I know what they do. What the fuck? You think I invite these guys over for dinner?
That's embarrassing. I can tell you, man. You show some pictures of the Dolphins, I'll pick them all up.
I bet you won't. Anyway, we're going to announce a new segment for next week. Guys, we are going to do, since we're so good at what we do and knowing nothing, we are going to be doing a new segment called Rate My Squad, okay, where you are going to send us a pic of your fantasy football squad, and we are going to rate it 1 to 10 on how we think we're going to finish the rest of the season. Or you could send us a picture of your matchup and let us, we'll give you all the fantasy advice that you need. We're here for your fantasy and gambling advice all day long. Anything that we can help.
Fantasy, guys. I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we know a lot about nothing in order to do nothing. So this is what we do, guys. Big day today. A lot of great matchups. Last day of baseball. Very sad. Very sad. Wasn't a good year for us.
Speaking of which, fuck Kurt Schilling and fuck that Jesus freak that I was going back and forth with. I don't know who the fuck it is. He's a fucking loser. He has Superman as his goddamn profile picture. You're a fucking child. Go fuck yourself.
Well, all right. Listen, with that news, our thoughts and prayers are with the family of Tim Wakefield. Obviously, we hope everything pulls through, and we hope that
knuckleballer, baby.
Listen, a rival of Billy and mine for a very long time. Not so much you guys, but So best prayers and wishes with him
and his wife.
The whole family. Listen, this is not something that you go through by yourself. But guys,
his wife has it as well. Like they're both.
they
fighting
both
it.
do.
Correct.
Oh, they both do. Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's
That
that's
was my
breaking news.
point. That's what I'm saying. Like they want to keep it private. They want to do their own thing, and this guy just
Yeah. Oh wow,
he does it.
did not
Kind of a real piece
did
of
not
shit.
realize that. Yeah, guys, we made it through another week. Trevor Lawrence is driving, but 5 minutes does not look like we're gonna make it. Does not look like we're making.
He can break one. He can break one.
He really doesn't
Yeah,
want to. He doesn't want to cooperate here at all.
Yeah, I'd like him to cooperate by throwing one to Calvin Ridley, but thankfully I benched him in all my leagues because, like, whatever. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, from the guys here at the tailgate, I will be remote next week. Be down in New Orleans. I'll be doing the show, eating some beignets. Not too bad. Not a bad life we live.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice. All right. For myself,
Jambalaya. Get jambalaya, right? Isn't that what it is down there?
Yep, that's it. That's the thing.
I'll get the crawfish. For myself, Jeff Scarola, Race Marsh, and Billy Punch. We thank you for watching, guys. All the best. Any questions, please make sure we're going to be setting up a voicemail box to answer any and all questions on the air, off the air, whatever it is, guys. We're here for you. And check out our pages. Please like, subscribe, everything. And anyone interested in working with us here at the Fired Up Sports Network, we have a lot of positions available. We are looking to expand. Social media is big.
That's a big one.
Yes. We got breaking NBA news, but we'll save that for the page. All the best, guys. Enjoy week 4. We're out.
Wow, that's a big one.